chest day. This is like every time I train chest, it's like waking up on Christmas morning when I was a kid. I mean, you can't fucking beat it, dude. I am, I'm kind of lucky because, in my opinion, a person should put more emphasis and train just a little more um, on the areas they need the most work. And again, I'm lucky because one of the areas I need to work on is I'll say my mid slash lower chest needs work. So I get to train chest a lot more because of that, and it's my favorite day to train. So it's kind of like I don't know, the best of both worlds there. I would say that along with my back, those are probably the top two that needs the most work. My arms are fine, shoulders pretty good, legs pretty good. Um, yeah, I mean, of course, I always want everything to get better. You know what I mean? Like just being nitpicky. It's my lower chest and back. I mean, maybe even abs too. But who really wants to train abs? I mean, I got to be better about that though. So yeah, this honestly, I'm starting the fourth week in my cut, so I honestly don't know how this is gonna move. Last week I did 5. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I got less. Just like on my squats yesterday, I got less. This might just be an overall down week on everything. We'll see how it plays out, but yeah, I don't know. I gotta remember this bar weighs 55 pounds, not 45. So I just hit 325 before this. I did 3 reps. It moved. I think it moved fast, but it didn't necessarily feel good. That's in my experience. That usually means it's not going to be a good day, or at least it's not going to be a great day. It could still be good. Maybe I'll get 5 again here, just like last week. But a great day to me would be getting 6, one more rep. With this is 375. We'll see. I'm going to take a minute or two here before I really get into this set because I want to make sure this might be the only set I do with this weight, depending how it feels. So I want to make it as good as I can. What do you know? I got 6. I love surprises like that. It's very weird. I can really feel. It usually takes, at least for me, everybody's different. It takes a couple weeks, again, just for me, for the cut to really kick in and start to affect my energy levels. And like I said, this is the start of week 4. I'm really feeling it. I am, dude. My energy. It's so weird though because yesterday and today I started on the bike like I always do. 20 minutes. I'd say my average heart rate is around 160. So I'm working pretty good, but nothing crazy. And I've felt really good on the bike the past 2 days. But as soon as I get to the weightlifting portion, it's like my energy is kind of zapped already. And I know, a lot of you probably screaming at the camera, you need to ride the bike after you weightlift. I know. That might be something I have to start doing because I don't want my weightlifting to get affected. But again, I just got six with 375, so one more than last week while I'm cutting. I mean, really pretty good. But I think it's just going to be one and done here. Just one set with this weight. I'll go back down to 325, work on reps. I want to kind of stay ahead. You know what I mean? Um, because again, the deeper you get into the cut, the more your chances increase of an injury or something like that. And who am I kidding? Weightlifting in general, there's always a risk, but they can be increased with certain things that you do outside of the gym. If you're not sleeping good, if you're on a cut like I am, so one and done here. Let's back some weight down, work on reps. Probably gonna be the main theme of the rest of this workout. Just try to get a crazy fucking gnarly pump. So go down to I'll just take the 25 off. So it'll be 325. Do a couple sets with that. Maybe throw in a drop set. We'll see. Oh. I waited way too long between sets there. That felt pretty shitty. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty shitty. Like, how do I go from? That makes no sense to me. How do I go from 375 for 6 to 325 for barely 8? Yeah, I don't know. Unless I just expended so much energy on that first set, more than I thought. Maybe that's why. I honestly don't know. But that wasn't a great set. I'll admit it right now. That was not. Well, I'll try one more. I'll try. I won't rest as long, but I'm certainly not going to go fast either. Rest 2 to 3 minutes maybe. I think between the first one and this one, I'll admit I got to talking. I probably didn't go. It probably was over 10 minutes between those sets. Maybe that's why. I don't know, but I'll try one more. So hopefully it goes a little better because I don't like that. I don't want to end my bench session like that. Oh. Uh, That was a little better. I did go quite a bit faster. I'm not gonna lie, using a little bit of speed to my advantage. I got 9. Um, 9 with 325. I keep forgetting this is a 55 freaking pound bar. So 9 with 325. That's all right. I mean, let's just stop there. I'm not even gonna do a drop set. I think if I try to do a drop set, I mean, it'd go good, but I'm gonna save my energy for a bunch of flies. So yeah, let's just wrap up bench, end on a somewhat good note, and we'll go do some chest flies of some sort. All right, I have noticed the more I kind of focus on, again, I'm always focused on the stretch, but the more I kind of focus on actually squeezing my chest as hard as I can on the pec deck here, the more it's growing on me. It really is. Um, I did say this like a week or two ago. I think that I was so hyper focused on the stretch portion just from what I've read and heard. And I still believe it's the most important part of the lift, but I believe that I was so hyper focused on it that I kind of lost sight of actually squeezing as hard as I can on the concentric, and especially when it's fully locked out. And that's pretty much every lift. I feel like I've been kind of doing that. I've kind of lost sight of that. So I really want to make sure I don't lose sight of that. I continue to really squeeze, you know what I mean, and make sure I'm driving it through my chest rather than stretching and then just kind of, going up with it. Again, I've been training for almost 14 years. Goes to show you can still make mistakes, and I think I was. So, but yeah, let's just do three good sets. I don't know. Do I want to do? I don't know if I want to do drop sets yet. Let me just get to the third one. If I feel like I want to, I'll do it. If not, we'll move on. I just I don't know yet. Two more. All right, let me do one drop set, just one. Last week, I was kind of on a kick of doing 2 or even 3 straight drop sets. So we'll dial it back a little bit this week. Get one in. I think that'd be good. All right. I feel really good. Let's move on. We're done. Well, we're done with this, anyways. Okay. This is not going to be a permanent change, but for upper chest, I said it on last Monday's chest workout. Incline dumbbell flies, in my opinion, and just for me personally, work the best for upper chest. Every time I do them, it feels great. I can open up really good, and I really think, of course, a lot of this just comes down to your genetics, but I really think that's what really helped me get that. You guys will see later when I, do like the most muscular, the crab pose and all that. I have this line that separates my upper chest from my mid and lower. I think that really played a big part in helping emphasize that even more. Again, like I said, a lot of that's just genetics, but I do think it helped kind of make it pop more. I just love incline dumbbell flies, dude. They're great for upper chest. The only thing is, for me personally, like I said, I got the 75s here. I have to go kind of heavy just to get what I want out of them. So if I do that too many weeks consecutively, it can start to burn me out. So like I said, this isn't going to be a permanent change. Cables are more or less going to be my best friend with chest accessory stuff. But it felt good last week, so I figured. I mean, the cables are taken at the moment too, so which is fine. But I figured we'll do them again this week. Hopefully. Well, who am I kidding? They always go good, man. These always, like I said, they always feel great. So I was gonna say hopefully it goes good, but it should. Oh yeah, good first set. 2 more like that. We'll be good to go here. One reason why I'm really starting to prefer the cables for my accessory chest work, it's honestly just for one of the reasons I just stated over there on the pec deck. When you're doing dumbbells, I love the fact that you just naturally get that stretch because you're in a lying position. Gravity's doing all the work. When you come out for that dumbbell fly, gravity's just pulling down the dumbbells, and it's pretty easy. I won't say easy, but it's pretty natural to get that good stretch and feel it. But where you lose a little bit with dumbbells is when you start to come up on that concentric portion and then you start to lock out and squeeze. You can kind of, unless you just really have that good mind muscle connection, which I feel like most people don't have, you kind of lose that squeeze and contraction in your chest. Where when you do it with cables, again, this is just me personally, I feel like you don't lose it. It's actually better for the squeezing portion of the set when you're doing the cable fly. Um, Again, a lot of that probably just depends on what kind of cables you have and what kind of pec deck you have, because there's a lot more out there that are better than others. But I think as a general statement, it rings true for most people and most cable machines. The cables are just better, and if they're set up right, it's just as good on the stretch position as it is with dumbbells. So I remember like 3 months ago, I was saying how dumbbells were my go-to for chest accessory. Again, this is part of where you just evolve and learn. I think I'm starting to flip flop on that and actually realize that cables, at least for with what I need, cables are the way to go, man. So I will make the exception though and say that for upper chest, I still think incline dumbbell flies are a little bit better than anything you can do with cables for upper chest, because when I'm doing the low to highs for upper chest on cables, um, don't get me wrong, I feel it, but I just feel like my biceps want to take over. When I'm doing it with the dumbbells here, not so much. So for upper chest, I still prefer the incline dumbbell fly, but pretty much everything else, I think cables are where they go. So, but anyways, let's do the next set. All right. Oh my god, I almost just took out my tripod. That would have freaking sucked. All right, one more though. Okay, perfect set, honestly, to end with this. That felt really good. Let's move on to one more exercise. Probably be done. 3 or 4 sets. I mean, come on. Was it ever going to be anything else? As long as these cables are open, I'm going to be doing these on chest day. Honestly, they're probably my new. Ooh, I don't know, man. This is going to be a mouthful, what I'm about to say. I was going to say they're probably my new favorite chest exercise. But I still love a good bench press, whether it's on Smith, barbell, dumbbell. let me say this: they're probably my new favorite chest accessory exercise. Man, they target my chest just like I've been wanting and needing, really. So yeah, let's do 3 sets, some drop sets. We'll pose, man. All right, I did lighten the weight a little bit here. I had it on the weight that I normally do whenever I'd make this my second exercise on chest day. But this isn't the second exercise for today. This is the last one. So, I mean, I could have carried on with 2 more sets probably, but it just wouldn't have been up to the standards that I'm looking for in terms of control and just, like I said, feeling that squeeze and stretch. So, lighten the weight should be a little better now. All right, this is the last set. Last fucking set. Let's make this shit as good as we can make it, anyways. Don't be surprised if I do 3 or 4 continuous drop sets here. I mean, pretty much, it's pretty simple. I want to basically annihilate my chest to the point I can't even do another set. That's the idea, but all of it with the caveat of still having good form control and all that good stuff. So let's go for it. Oh. All right. That one fucking set fucked me up so much. I couldn't get it in the hole. We all know that's the most important thing. You got to find the hole. All right. Yeah, I can't even lift my fucking arms. I mean, I guess I can, but I might be being a little dramatic there. But yeah, we're done, man. We are done. Let's go see what the pump looks like. Holy shit! This was actually a pretty good. Actually, let me correct that. A really fucking good pump and workout. I mean, I guess those things are naturally tied together. I mean, yeah, yeah, but dude, I feel my chest feels fucking annihilated. It feels great. So I kind of want to cut the bullshit and just get straight to posing because I don't want to lose this. Yeah, let's just get straight into it, man. See, this is why it's pretty important to kind of set your ego to the side, at least whenever, well, I want to make sure I word this right, at least whenever you're doing your accessory work. Like when you're doing a compound movement, if you want to, Jesus Christ, turn my fucking music down. I can't even hear myself. Yeah, when you're doing a compound movement, if you want, you know what I mean? If you want to go heavy, of course, I'm going to put this in with a caveat of, good form, good control of the weight. It's not too heavy that you're risking injury more than you should. That makes sense. But yeah, when you're doing a compound lift, if you want to go heavy, have a little bit of ego in there, controlling the weight though, like I said, and they're good form, good reps. I think that's fine. I do it every workout almost, pretty much. But on the accessory stuff, like when I was doing that last set of seated cable mid flies for the mid and a little bit lower chest, the first set, like I said, I could have continued doing it, but it was just I just felt like it was just a little just a little too heavy. So I went down just a little bit, nothing crazy, just a little bit. And then the next two sets felt awesome. And I think that's what really contributed to giving me such a great pump. Because if I would have kept it at that weight, like I said, I could have done it, but I would have started incorporating other muscles just to help me get so much of each set. And that takes emphasis off your chest, like that's what, like I said, that's what compound lifts are really for. You want to go heavy, have other muscles help you lift the quote unquote heavy weight. Do bench press then. Let you go heavy on that, not on the accessory stuff. Basically, is what I'm saying. Kind of giving you the long answer, the long way around of just saying go heavy on compounds if you want, with good form, good control. Accessory stuff should just be about isolating that said muscle group. So you don't need to go crazy heavy on that. But I digress. Let's just get out of here, get my second protein shake in, get me a little bit more food, but I'm almost tapped out on my calories for the day. So yeah, cut the cut continues. So, I got to keep my head down and just remember, even though I'm done and I want to go home and just order a large pizza, chow down on that. I'm not going to go home. I have shredded chicken with sugar-free barbecue sauce with green beans. That's my dinner. So yeah, let's just get out of here. Be back tomorrow. Back in biceps. Almost forgot.